Have you thought about where you wanted to be in life and have no direction? Well, you are in the right place. You are tuned into another epic episode of Triona the Trillionaire podcast with your spiritual health coach, Triona the Trillionaire. Become more aligned, enlightened, and abundant in all areas of your life. She got the hair care, she got the health, and she has the wealth topics for you.
Hello, heirs, and welcome back to the Triona the Trillionaire podcast. And I'm your lovely host, Triona the Trillionaire. Triona the Trillionaire that trains trainers is what Yogi used to always say, my mother. So I wanted to come to you all to just explain the Coach's Corner. The Coach's Corner is comprised of trainings, mindset trainings, subconscious programming, brand building, audience targeting, and just finding out what you are good at, brainstorming with you. I know a lot of you have been asking, hey, what is in this coaching corner? What do you actually do, Triona? How can you actually build my brand? So when you're in the coaching corner, I literally look and take a deep dive into your business. Like, I'm going to show you everything you need to know. You're going to have a one-on-one with me so we can go and dissect your actual brand. And there's loads of videos that I have in here from what I did to get me to where I am today, so I can pass those same videos, those same books, those same resources on to you, because I love connecting people with the knowledge that I have read and the knowledge that I have gained from all the videos and all the, the YouTubes, all the sermons, everything. So I put every single thing that I've learned that has helped me in here. All the things that I don't feel like I have learned and I've wasted my time on, I don't put in there. So there's some people that are like recommending these books and I'm like, oh my gosh, that book is such a waste of time. Even to seeing what type of cars people drive and people have. I'm like, oh my gosh, please do not get a Range Rover. Oh my gosh, that's such a scam. Please do not get it. And, you look at these influencers and you're like, oh my gosh, they got this car. This is my dream car. I want this Range Rover. And I'm like, please do not get that. Trust me, the influencer that you are looking at, they're not telling you the truth behind the Range Rover. They're not telling you that their car is in the shop. They're not telling you these things. I had a client, she got the Range Rover because she saw an influencer have a Range Rover. And she was like, 7 days after I got that car, it was in the shop. And she pays $760 for a car note. And I was like, that's pretty hefty for your car being in the shop and that you still having to pay this. Like, any money, that might not be a heavy car note for you all. But if I'm not able to use my asset and it's continuing to be a liability, like, get rid of that, do something. I am not necessarily frugal with my money, but I am in love with the assets that I can actually enjoy. So if I'm not able to enjoy those assets, then it's null and void. It makes no sense for me to have that. So in here, I give you guys the truth, the real, just like I do on my podcast. And a lot of people, they're like, oh, we're 1%. I'm making 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 80,000 a month. But they're not telling you that they are clients that it's a struggle sometimes for those clients to get over that hurdle. And for my clients, they all know this. Like, listen, we're going to get through this together. I'm going to help you, take you through your pain points. We're going to do this together. And sometimes it's just not the awareness that the client needs at that time. Like, I had a client and she was talking to me and she said, no, you don't understand. You're not understanding. It's just not that easy. And I was like, oh my gosh, if you could just see that you're blocking yourself. No, but you do not understand. And she was kind of arguing with me. And I'm like, listen, this is what you are paying me for. This is what you are on a conference call for, so we can help you get out of your own way. And I'm like, okay, what about looking at it like this? I'm not here to baby you or hold your hand. I'm here to open up your mind and give you the enlightenment that you need so you can go and so you can build the business of your dreams. Sometimes the coaches are not telling you the real, like, there is hard times with the client sometimes. Sometimes you want to celebrate a client, they just bought a new car or they just hit $100,000 in their business. But this client over here is like, dang, I haven't made it there yet. There's different stages of development. They might be in their they're just planting the seed stage, but you can see all the people in the group and you can see their testimonials, or I'll put the testimonials in the group because, sometimes I have had I had my Facebook portion open of the group, and I kind of closed that a little bit because one, I want to keep people on my website. I want to keep people in the Coach's Corner. I don't want you going on Facebook and seeing something negative from the past people that you've had in your life since high school. Like, those people don't even matter anymore. They're not even in your close knit circle. So all the negative stuff you're seeing. So I had to close Facebook down because some people didn't even like Facebook. Some people felt negatively triggered by Facebook in that group. So I will share the testimonials in the Coach's Corner, and I'll share snippets like this, and I'll share testimonials, and I'll put that in the Coach's Corner in the container so we can be laser focused on what we need to do. So we can be laser focused on looking at this masterclass that I have put on here, looking at the new masterclass that just opened, looking at the new audios that I just placed it in there, instead of getting bored like, oh my gosh, I can't wait till this gets over so I can check what so-and-so had to say, so I can look at this Facebook feed, so I can look at this status, and blase, blase, blase. And then they go down a rabbit hole that I don't want them looking at. So in the Coach's Corner, I asked, what are you good at? What are you good at? What can you do every single day without it interrupting your lifestyle as it is right now? And let me stop right there by saying, if you don't have an interruption, right? If you don't have an interruption, then there's nothing's going to change, right? So what I mean by, something not interrupting your life to life, your day to day, is something that easily can be shifted. Okay, so we're going to shift our perspective. And I have a topic on there about shifting our perspective. Because sometimes you just need somebody to talk to and walk through a certain scenario with you so you can shift that dynamic. Okay. So if there's not a little interruption, then there's nothing going to change in your lifestyle, in your day to day. You're just going to keep on going to work every single day. But in the back of your head, you're like, I want to be a content creator. I want to be an influencer. I want to be an entrepreneur. Listen, the entrepreneurship lifestyle, I'm going to tell you guys right now, it's not for the faint in heart. I've had ups, I have downs, I've had super highs, I have super, super lows. To the point where it's like, you still have all these people on your social media following you, but you're not reaping the benefits. You're not monetizing that platform. You're not monetizing your media. So I have the monetize your media blueprint in the Coach's Corner. I have the shifting your perspective in the Coach's Corner. I have the brand building in the Coach's Corner. I have the playbook in the Coach's Corner. So the Coach's Corner is literally every single thing, so you can get your mind wrapped around it. I have the spiritual alignment in there. I have so many things in the Coach's Corner that I want y'all to just go ahead and download, and you have access to all the information. Right? Once you have access, you can't not have access. Once you see something, you can't not see it anymore. So I really look in here, and I have PDFs in here, and I have playbooks in here. What are you good at? Are you good at talking to your audience? I wasn't the best at talking to my audience when I first came on. I probably was all over the place talking, but I knew that I had a voice, and I knew my story would be shared. And I knew I just had to refine my messaging and keep going and getting clarity, keep doing it over and over and over again. I might have not been the best at YouTube. I might have been thinking about this hair out of place the whole time I was speaking, but I kept doing it. I kept showing up, right? So when I tell you guys something, and I ask you guys, what is something that you can do every single day that won't interrupt your lifestyle as it is right now? Like on the last podcast, I talked about, one of my clients doing a 5 to 9 before her 9 to 5. Right? That may be, and a little small interruption will maybe waking up 5-10 minutes earlier. It may be having your house clean the day before you put this tripod up. The only thing I'm talking about when I say something that's not going to really interrupt you, but it's going to create a little perspective shift. Go ahead and get your tripod out. Go ahead and clean the space up, right? When you get up in the morning and do your 5-minute makeup routine, go ahead and click your camera. You can use your iPhone 14, iPhone 15, whatever iPhone, what you have. Use the natural lighting. It's okay. You're going to practice. You're going to develop your voice as long as they can see you on camera and as long as they can hear you. All the other tools and gadgets and lights and mics, all that stuff was going to come later on. The thing that got me to really doing my podcast, I actually said something to one of my family members. I was like, oh my gosh, I do not have a podcast to do my podcast with. But I was already filming my podcast. I was already just using my MacBook speakers. And guess what? Something showed up on my doorstep one day. She asked her son which type of mic I should get, and she surprised me with a mic. Thank you, Teresa. So now I use this mic all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it's those little things. Those things will be added unto you. That was a gift that I got. So for instance, when I'm doing my daughter Lily Rose's hair, right? I'm going to clean up the room. I'm going to set up the scene. I'm going to place the tripod right there. I'm going to place my camera right there so I can set it up. I'm going to let her look at her favorite show. I'm going to let her get her favorite snacks. It's going to take me more than 2 hours to do her hair. I'm going to get some snippets of that while I'm doing her hair. Yeah, it was a little inconvenience maybe, but guess what? So many people watched that video. So many products were sold from that video. So many people bought into the Lily Rose brand because of those small snippet videos that I stopped what I was doing. I created and cleared my space and I set it up. That was a small inconvenience, but that was nothing that was interrupting my day-to-day life. I was going to wash her hair every single week. I was going to do her hair every single month. Every single week, I was going to put a product in her hair. I was going to oil her scalp or oil her hair. That's going to take a 5-second video for me to just go ahead, put some oil in her hair, massage it through. Boom, that's a video for her brand right there. I don't even have to edit it. You're going to get good at editing once you keep continuing to do it. Clear out some space in your phone. There's so much. Listen to me, y'all. There's so many videos that's already in your phone right now that you can literally put a trending audio or trending video. Stop sitting from the sidelines. This is your year to shine. This is your year to do what you have been called to do. This is your year to get your messaging out. This is your month. Do it month by month, day by day, quarter by quarter. Looking years on back, you have so much in your iCloud storage. You have so much in your Google Photos. Go to those Google Photos right now. You don't want to record. You may be looking a mess. Your hair might not be done. Your baby edges might not be in the perfectly styled area or edge. Go ahead. Look at those Google Photos that you have saved up that you love so much. Repurpose some videos. I have so many workout videos that I'm going to repurpose because I feel like the whole world has already seen it. Maybe only 25,000 people have seen it. Maybe not 8 billion people have seen it. So you keep pushing out that content. Continue to repurpose your messaging. If somebody's not biting off that and buying something from that, maybe you need to get higher quality videos. Maybe you need to edit shorter form videos. Maybe you need to edit longer form videos so people can know actually what you actually do. Your audience, it was said that your audience needs to see a video 5 to 7 times before they buy into a product. Now it's 12 times before they buy into a product, before they click the links in your bio, before they actually listen to your podcast, before they actually look at your YouTube, right? Start doing YouTube videos. Start cutting up those cool videos for people to see. Start being motivational. Would you listen to it? Go back to the things that you've been sending your friends. Go back. You already have market research within yourself, right? So you're going to go to your phone right now. You're going to look at all the TikTok videos that you liked. Look at all the TikTok and Instagram and Facebook videos that you've liked or commented on or shared. If you've had the audacity to share that podcast, that video, that Instagram message or whatever, you share something to one of your close friends, the top 5 people that you congregate with every single day or every single week, you shared something with that person, with someone that you love or something that you thought was funny. Why did you engage in that post? It was a psychological triggering of why you engaged in that post. You might thought it was funny. You might thought it was interesting. You might thought it was informing. You might thought it was educational. You might have thought you need to reprogram it or repurpose it. Right? What things do you have saved in your phone? You might want to repurpose those things. Start right there of the things that you like, the stuff that you are interested in, the stuff that's getting a lot of engagement. Even if you don't like a trending audio sometimes, you might want to reuse it. Okay? So go ahead and do the market research on yourself. What is your audience? Listen, you are doing this stuff anyways. You are doing all of this anyways. You have videos saved up anyways. Go ahead and clip those videos up and go ahead and start repurposing that stuff. Start repurposing your videos. Start doing voiceovers over those videos. Because I know I'm going to do that. When you go into your Google Photos, go ahead and start saving it to your computer. Even if you don't have a computer, I had a client say, I don't have a computer, Triona. I don't have a computer, Triona. I'm not able to do the stuff that you said. You have your iPhone. You have a smartphone. Even if you don't have an iPhone, you have a smartphone. You have the library. I know somebody that don't even have a phone. They went to the library. You're going to get out of your own way to be able to do that. Then people are going to start investing in you. If I don't see you doing, I have a computer right now that I want to give to somebody. My sister has an iPad, a brand new iPad right now that she wants to give to somebody. But you have to be in a position of your growth. I had somebody giving me a camera. I had somebody giving me a tripod, podcast, mic. I had somebody do those things for me just because they saw what I was doing. They saw that I was interested in doing this. They saw that the pendulum and the needle was moving. They heard my voice. They heard what I wanted to speak about. So they started investing. I had people calling me all the time. How can I invest with you? How can I invest in you? And I just tell them, hey, there's nothing really for you to invest in right now. The best thing you can do for me is invest in yourself and be a better you. Or invest in my Heart of a Rock scholarship so you can help another kid, another child go to college on a scholarship with a college scholarship. They can buy a computer with a college scholarship that I give them, that we provide, Megan and I, from our Heart of a Rock scholarship at Rock Island High School. Right? You can get into my coaching's corner, right? So you can see the inside of it. So you can go and you can tell people with your word of mouth, if you've done it, they can do it. If you've went through the coaching's corner and you know how good it is, they can go and do it, right? So that's how you can help me. You can invest in yourself. Go ahead and go into the show notes and click on some buttons and click these things. Go scroll all the way down. Go to the show notes and say, hey, I'm going to get into the coach's corner. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. I'm going to invest in this. I'm going to have Triona show me how to do this. I'm a buy a digital program. I'm gonna buy one of the shifting perspectives. I'm gonna buy the monetizing money. I have a tier for every single thing. I'm gonna go ahead and buy this. I'm gonna invest in the YouTube. I'm gonna educate myself on her podcast. I'm gonna binge watch it. I'm gonna rate the podcast. You have to start doing those small little things so you can go and so you can take the leap of faith and so you can have a what is it called? A leap year. So you can have oh my gosh, why am I mixing this up right now? So you can have a quantum leap year. That's what I mean, a quantum leap year. Right? So I asked everyone, I said, what are you good at? What can you do every single day? What can you talk about every single day? Some people say fashion, some people say designing, some people say YouTubing, some people say content creating. Your life is not boring. You are beautiful. Your life is not boring. I want to be encouraged by the people, especially in my coaching's corner. When I see you guys, I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, they are doing it. Yes, they are so awesome. Oh my gosh, they're so beautiful. They're so gorgeous. I'm going to build you guys up. I promise you. Sometimes you all educate me on certain things. And I know I have so much information in my body, in my mind, in my heart that I can give to you guys. So someone told me one time, you are starving your audience. You are starving your audience. And I was like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad for starving my audience. I feel so bad, but, and those excuses kept piling up. I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go back to some videos I already had. And I'm gonna start repurposing those videos and I'm gonna get those out there. I'm a podcast every week. Right? I'm already going to do my daughter's hair. I'm already going to use this oil that I created for my daughter. Now people want to buy it. Now people want me to sell it. Right? So I'm continuing to do these things. I'm already doing my daughter's hair. Why not set up a podcast mic? Why not set up your tripod? Why not show somebody your facial routine that they won't get pimples anymore if they use your specific facial routine? In your specific order that you know how to do it best. I have an aunt, she can get rid of your body odor by just using, I don't know, whatever concoction she makes up. But nobody will know that until she continues to get that product out there, until she shows you guys what in your kitchen you can go ahead and grab and you won't ever have body odor ever again in your life. So you can have silky smooth skin. I mean, my aunt is like 60 years old and she looks like she's 20 or 30 years old. Like she looks that good. And people come to her all the time, feeling her skin. Can I touch your skin? Can I touch your skin? What do you put on your skin? And she tells them, she gives them their recipe. But there's not like there's a mic in front of her face and there's like not a camera in front of her face. But if she just put a mic up or a camera up or a tripod up, or one of her daughters, did it for her, that's the shift that you have to make. Just go ahead and set that up. People want to hear your knowledge. People want to hear your information. People want to hear it from you. Your audience is going to want you. People tell me all the time, we need visuals, Tree. We need visuals, Triona. We need visuals, Triona. I want to see the Trillionaire on YouTube. Can I see the Trillionaire on YouTube? Show up as a Trillionaire today. I'm like, you know what? I just started my YouTube, y'all. So go ahead and go to youtube.com/@Trillionaire Triona. And y'all going to see the shorts. Y'all going to see the podcast on there as well. Go ahead. Because I'm like, I know for sure I have so many videos that I can share and repurpose, and so many things that I didn't feel like sharing at the moment. So many things that I do on my day-to-day that I'm like, this is actually not boring. I have a very interesting life. So you know what I'm going to start doing? And what I encourage you guys and what I invite you guys to do? Go ahead and separate those videos into, okay, these are short clips. These are my lifestyle vlog clips. These are my YOGI vlog clips. These are my motivational vlog clips. These are my videos. These are my workout video vlog clips. This is what I eat in a day. This is my makeup routine. This is my hair routine. This is Lily Rose Beauty routine. This is how I built the Lily Rose Beauty brand. I have different sectors and different folders for that. And my brother, shout out to my brother, Frankie, he showed me how to do that. He was like, your stuff is all over the place. When you come to it, and when you come to your computer, you're just going to want to click this file, click this folder, and be like, boom, there's all my videos for Lily Rose. There's all my videos for Tree Fit. There's all my videos for Mind, Body, and Hair. There's all my videos for Trillionaire trainings. There's all my videos for the Coach's Corner. There's all my videos for the retreat. I'm like, there's no boring aspect of my life. Even my meditation and my visualization, me sitting there and being in meditative mode and spiritual mode and me getting back into spiritual alignment. There's videos for that. There's videos of my meditations. There's videos that I listen to for my meditations. So I started compiling all of that stuff and comprising all that stuff and organizing all of that stuff on the back end. When I'm recording my podcast, doing a video of that. When I'm doing my meetings with my coaches, the trainers that I train, the coaches that I coach, the brands that I build, that's BTS, behind the scenes. People want to see that stuff. Me writing my book, Suffering in Silence, What Not to Say to Someone Grieving. People want to see the script, how I wrote my book, how I designed my book, how I did, So I want to give you guys a few tools right now that I actually do use and implement every single day for my day-to-day trainings. I use CapCut. I use Instagram editing because Instagram editing has gotten really good, but you can only put it on Instagram once you post it. Then you can download it without any watermarks, right? So use CapCut for creation, for editing creation. Use iMovie if you have a MacBook Pro like I do. You can use iMovie. For my podcast, I'm using GarageBand right now, but I did used to use, for my first series, I used Adobe Creation. I used the whole Adobe software and platform. I use Fiverr if I need a quick logo made, or if I need somebody to transcribe something for me, if I need my website banner made, if I need, a GIF of me created or something like that. I use Fiverr. I use Fiverr, I think it's called Fiverr.com. If I need an assistant for something, I use onlinejobs.ph. Go ahead and find you an assistant if something is getting overwhelming. Delegate, don't participate. Tell the people how exactly you need it done, and then go ahead and hire an assistant to carry out that programming. I've hired so many people. And it's not like you've been lied to, like, oh, you need to be Jeff Bezos, you need to be Steve Jobs, and you need to have $1 billion just to hire someone. No, it's not like that at all. You can negotiate with them. You can pay them $7 an hour, $10 an hour. And you have a time tracker that you can use and go and look up time trackers so you can implement that in your business. So every time they can log in and say they're working on this part of your business. I use anchor.fm, which is now Spotify for podcasting, for my podcasting. I've seen so many out there for podcasting and what people use. I love Anchor. I've been using it since day one. I've tried a few other ones and I love it. I have Amazon now for podcasts. I downloaded my podcast. I uploaded all my RSS feed onto Amazon podcast. So now we're on Amazon podcast. Now we're on YouTube podcast. Now we're on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcast. Okay. So those are some of the things that I use. Like I said, I use my Google Photos. I use my Google Drive. If I have to give something to one of the employees that I have, right? I have to send them a drive. When I was uploading my videos for my Tree Fit app, the people that my app developers, I had to share a Google Drive with them so they can upload all the videos on the app platform for me, the Tree Fit app platform for me, as they were creating and developing my fitness app. I had to send stuff to them like that. So it's a whole video. It's a whole folder, different clips. This is long clip videos. These are short clip videos. These are looped videos. These are ab videos. These are leg videos. These are arm videos. These are full body videos. These are my hip videos. So they can go ahead and put those in the app for me. So you know what you want to work on. If you want to, work on Pinterest, you want to work on Google, put your store on Google, go ahead and look up Google and research, how do I put my store on Google? So it can show up in the map. So someone can easily, I always use Google Maps. If I want to find a new restaurant, put your store on Google Maps. It's so easy to do. Get you an info@treefitapp.com website. Do info@ whatever your name is .com. Get you a domain. Start getting you a real business. Get you a website. If you do not have a website, do not be the business in 2024 without a website. Let people know how they can buy from you. Get you a link tree. Get you a solo.com. I have a solo, which is all my links in one place. Get you a website where people can easily navigate and go to your website and see what you are about and see what you are doing. Carve out some time every single day to do what you want to do. It's April 2nd at 2:22. God is watching you. So I know I'm doing the right thing right now. I know my guidance system is allowing me to create these podcasts and bust these podcasts and be a blessing to someone else. So if you're listening to this podcast, know that you are blessed and continue to be a blessing to others. Mwah! I love you all. Make sure you implement some of the tools that I give you all today. Go into the show notes and I will put down the resources in the show notes. Go ahead and connect with my Coach's Corner so you can be a client testimonial, so you can have a client call with me, so you can be a current client of mine. If you need to go to the retreat with me, go ahead and get a deeper dive into what's blocking you, what's stopping you, and unlock your power. Unlock and unleash the power within you. I mean, you have so much inside of you. You have so much power inside of you already. You don't even know it. Allow me to be a gateway. Allow me to be the connection piece, to pull that out of you, to give you some of that inspiration, to give you some motivation so you can keep doing what you are supposed to be doing in this world, so you can strive for better, so you can change the trajectory of your life, so you can show the world, so you can adopt these abundance, this abundance attitude, so you can be an abundance activist, so you can train up your child in the way your child should go, so when they get older, they would not depart. So you can adopt these teachings, so you can reprogram your subconscious mind. Y'all, it doesn't matter that this, oh my gosh, when will I get there? Oh, 5 years from now. No, I had a current client, and he called me and he said, Tree, you will not believe where I am right now. I had a vision of where I was. And when I first came to this city, I said to myself, I want to be like that couple. I want me and my wife to be like them. I didn't know what they were doing. I just know that they were doing something that I wanted to do. And guess what? I'm doing it now. And I asked that client, I said, and does it matter how long it took you to get there? He said, absolutely not. I don't even know when I started or where I began and how I even got here. But I said, the only thing that matters is that you are here right now. You are basking in joy, but because you changed the trajectory of your family's life. You don't have to worry anymore. You don't have to be in strife anymore. You don't have to listen to people telling you to get the 9 to 5 and be a man and be a provider and do. No, you are doing it now because you believed in yourself, because you took the leap of faith and you joined my coach's corner. And you start buying the DVDs that I had. You start buying the media that I had. You start delving yourself into what I was training my trainers, what I was training my coaches. Now you are in position to do that to your people. Now you're able to train up your children. Now you're getting breakthroughs with your own children. Now you can see your life has changed. They said they 20x their life. They said they never opened up the videos for me and they never invested in themselves with me, their life will not be here and like it is today. They are mind blown that they took the leap of faith and they just did it. They're getting unexpected checks. They're getting unexpected money from friends and family members. They're getting unexpected checks. They're getting their rent paid from their renters a year in advance. One of their renters literally just paid them a 12-month advance. She said, I came into some money and I wanted to pay my rent up for 12 months. That's an entire year. They're paying off their house early by the plan that I put into the coach's corner. By the advice I've been giving people, by the podcast they are listening to, by refinancing their mortgage, by getting a better interest rate, by shaving off years, by shaving off money, by paying their payments better, by taking their credit seriously, by capitalizing off of their credit. All of this stuff because they listened to me, and all of this stuff because I got out of my own way and I said, I'm going to start speaking on my platforms so people can hear, so people can heed to the wisdom that I do have, that I had learned. So it can shave off all the things that you're not supposed to listen to, that you need to close your ears to by just listening to my podcast. I might not be at the place where you can get, what's his name? Eric Hermosi. You might not be able to get in contact with him. You might not be able to get in contact with Grant Cardone. You might not be able to get in contact with Oprah Winfrey, with Tyler Perry, with people like that. But you probably get in contact with me as a coach. And just by taking that small step and that leap of faith, by investing in yourself, right? You might not be able to get on, you might not be at a 1,000. You might be at 0, and I might be able to help you with 0 right now. And I'm convinced by all the coaches that I've coached, by all the clients that I have, the current clients that I have right now, I am convinced that this works. I am confident that this works. By all the testimonials that I've had, all the testimonial Tuesdays that we've had on the weeks that have gone on. Y'all better get into this coaching corner.